I was going to start with just asking about that study where the plants are screaming. What do you think about that?
It's just, if you read it, it's actually just little pockets of air that are escaping just because plants are just tubes basically that are sucking up water and sugar water and stuff out of the soil. And when you separate that, you're separating these liquids and making air suddenly jump in there, so it's going to make a pop noise. There's a
Kind of
term
like
for it.
it almost sounds like when we pop our knuckles. It's like there's just gas
Yeah,
there, and then we cut the plant, and that gas just it comes out, so it makes a noise.
right.
Okay. Okay, cool. Because I've got like the abstract, no joke, like up on my computer, and I'm like, I don't think I can read all this. So thanks for that explanation.
Yeah.
So basically,
What I've been telling people because it can be overwhelming to go and look at resources just because they're so long and they're boring AF. I've been lately doing things if I don't have time to read them, I'll throw them into ChatGTP. You can copy and paste a whole study in there, and then tell it to kind of give you cliff notes, just so that you can at least learn from more studies if you're not willing to sit and read through them. It's
that
just
is
another
actually
option.
super smart. I should
Yeah,
get on that life.
it's just a nice tool to have. So,
Because
and it's free.
I try to stay from away from the AI, but telling it to actually read and summarize an article instead of just read the internet and tell me something, that sounds like a lot
Yeah.
better of an outcome. But anyway, where I was leading this was basically that we can eat plants because they don't have a nervous system, they don't have pain responses, they don't. You would even classify them as not even having consciousness. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is
So
correct.
the only thing that separates us from being able to eat animals and being able to eat plants is that they have a consciousness or not, and they feel pain. Is that right?
Essentially, yep.
So personally, I'm on the side that plants definitely have some form of consciousness, even though they might not have a nervous system,
Hmm.
which means they probably don't feel pain. But therefore, if we can eat the plants as long as they don't feel pain, could we not eat animals as long as they don't feel pain?
Well, so the difference is though they're not running from their predators. They didn't develop some evolutionary reason to escape their predators. So I have no moral qualms with eating plants. In fact, a lot of them make themselves more alluring to animals to spread their seeds. And a lot of the plants that we eat aren't even necessarily harmed or killed. Like some things are just harvested after the plant naturally dies from its normal cycle, or we pick the fruits off of it. So, to me, if you are, it's the plants are so far down from being anything. If you were to consider any of their functions sentient compared to animals, animals are so much closer to us than animals are to even plants, right? So they are absolutely aware of their surroundings. Even if you come up behind them and they didn't see you coming, it's still immoral to take that life away from them.
I think
Does
you are
that
a
make
little
sense?
biased in showing
Okay.
just the plants that would spread from pollination or from being like quote unquote consumed. While there are
I
plenty
was
of
just
other
more
plants
saying
that have
if you did
phytotoxin,
care about plant welfare. Okay, well, then on top of that, if you do want to eat animals, we have to feed more plants to those animals. So if
right?
you're worried about plant sentience, then to decrease our harm on plants, we should go vegan, as we would reduce our agricultural land use by 75%. That
So
means we could let it rewild and not touch it.
yeah, we definitely would save a lot of land going if the whole world went
Well, and
vegan.
also reduce the plant harm, right? If we're worried about reducing suffering, unnecessary use of someone, then we shouldn't be using animals, as we have to use more sentient plants to feed the sentient animals.
But you see that there is no matter where we go in which direction, whether we go specifically only eat plants, specifically only eat animals, or we find a
Okay, let me ask you.
moral
Do
equivalent
you
that we're
do you
eating
hold
something.
on. Do you think it is moral to use someone else's body without their consent?
Another human, no. Another animal that I like biologically can eat and sustain myself on, yes.
Okay, what makes you and the animal different, or any
If
human
I
and the
eat a
animal
human, it
different?
will kill me slowly. If I eat the animal, it's actually very healthy for me. I can survive on it. I could,
Do,
you know,
okay, do you know for a fact about human flesh? Because I don't think you do.
No, I know for a fact you can't eat human flesh for very long without
You can eat
going
human
crazy.
flesh. No,
You
that's
will-
if you eat. Stop. It's if you eat brain tissue. Their flesh is. We're similar to pigs. You
It's a
can
good
you can
point. It
literally.
makes it faster. I would need source that no other part of the body would cause.
The same thing happens if you eat animal brain tissue. You can get similar diseases. You're not supposed to eat the brain tissue of animals or human animals.
I would
But you
imagine
can
even
eat the
one close
muscle.
one.
But you can eat the
Oh, is it?
muscle. So my point is, why don't we farm humans that are of the same mental capacities as animals and just use their flesh? Their flesh is literally what our flesh needs to be flesh, right? It'd be the most nutritious thing we could consume.
I would doubt that would be the most nutritious. I mean, I'm sure you don't like meat very much, but
Well, my point is, though, you agree that it's not okay to do it to a human, probably because, maybe I shouldn't. Why would it be wrong to do it to a human? Tell me that.
Well, clearly because we have a way of communication that is beyond.
What if it's a human that can't communicate?
Breaking it down. Even then, it's clearly not healthy to eat another human. I know that we're kind of going back and forth on this.
Okay, let's say that we go. Let's go on a hypothetical
value for human body parts.
Look, I understand. Look, I know that you're getting hung up on it. Hey, okay, twist. I understand that you're getting hooked on the nutritional value. Let's just say human flesh was the ultimate nutritional package. Would you say it was justified then?
Yeah, actually, if it was like clearly like this is a cure-all, you take this, you lose cancer. This is such a good.
But you
thing
have to
do.
take someone's life away from them.
There are humane ways to do that. If this was like the
so you don't even believe in human rights.
There is literally
Twist. You don't even believe in human rights. Then that's what I'm hearing.
Like ask me questions and then just like mute me when I'm talking. All right.
You're just rambling. Okay. If you don't even believe in human rights, I was gonna kick you anyway because like, what's the point of talking to you? Humans, obviously, we all agree humans have an intrinsic value, despite their intelligence level, despite what they're aware of and what they contribute to.